conference. In a minute, I'm going to pass the mic over to Louisa to welcome you guys to SAM-Immersive Esports conference. We started and founded the VR Arcade conference back in 2016, and we were founded to solve the problems in the VR LBE industry. The first year that we founded it, the problem was VR arcades don't even exist. Nobody knows what to do. Everyone's sort of working on their own. So we were like, okay, what can we do? Okay, let's invite everybody from all around the world. And luckily, we got wonderful companies from all around the world to come, including Tim from Zero Latency and several others who have returned for our 4th annual VR Arcade conference. This year, the problem and landscape in VR is a little bit different, as you all know. There's a lot more VR arcades all around the world now, and there's platforms of hundreds and hundreds of VR arcades, content distribution platforms, and there's big VR theme parks, and there's small mom and pop shops. There's a huge variety, and that's amazing, and that's all great. The problem that we see going into 2019 now is, okay, we have all these great companies, all these great entrepreneurs, and this great passion, and these great developers all around the world. How can we bring them all together and partner if instead of everybody trying to complete the full stack of trying to open a location and create the platform and develop the content and everything else in between, would we be able to find the partners here who specialize in the content, specialize in distribution, specialize in operating and franchising? So, and I believe the answer is yes. So throughout this conference, we've designed this conference to enable networking for this first morning. We'll have introduction sessions and exhibitions and demos. So you can match a face to what people are doing, whether they offer turnkey solutions or develop content and whatnot. And then we're going to have informational panels for people either existing, have been running the business for a long time, or are getting into the business and want to know the ins and outs, the pitfalls and best practices and things like that. So let me check my time real quick. 2 minutes, cool. And I just want to take the last few minutes of my welcome to sort of zoom out and think, we're all gathered here from all around the world because we all share a similar passion and a vision in VR. And I just want to briefly share with you my vision for VR. VR is an incredible technology. For one thing, it enables communication. We can feel like we're meeting with each other, socializing, sharing amazing experiences and memories with each other halfway around the world. And I bet you that very soon this conference will transform into something totally different. Instead of having to pay for plane tickets all the way from France, all the way from Australia, from UK, we can just have this in VR. That's the power of VR. Another thing that we absolutely love about VR, social, that we bring into a lot of our games, multiplayer, but aside from that, you can experience things that you cannot do in real life. So we can only experience so many things in real life based on our location and what we're limited by with real physics or actual events or people we're surrounded by or the place that we live in. But given that so many of the world's conflicts, I feel like, are based on misunderstanding or miscommunication or misunderstanding of different people from all around the world, learning by experience is an amazing way to learn. We can make people experience anything we want and learn things that they could possibly maybe never get to or experience in real life, and I think that's amazing for VR, for empathy building, for creating understanding between people all around the world. So that's another thing that excites me a lot about VR. And the last thing is, it's just completely badass. It's amazing, and that brings us to what we're doing here. VR LBE, free roam, arena scale, wireless, accessories, guns, swords, rumble floors, wind, rain, all that stuff that we're all doing here in this room. Absolutely amazing. So it's the experience that we've always dreamed of as kids, of experiencing, and it's the experience that we here in the room are going to bring to the rest of the world. So with the partners here that we find here. So with that, I'd like to welcome you. Thank you all for coming to VR Arcade Conference. I hope you have a wonderful time. This is your conference. We designed this for you, the business attendees. Make the most use out of it. We'll have several events to help you make the most use out of it with talks, presentations, panels. So let's do this. I'm going to pass it on to SAM-Immersive now. Thank you, everybody.
Hi everybody, I'm Louisa Spring, I'm from SAM-Immersive. First of all, it's great to be here at the Reactor. Thank you so much, Joe, for helping set this up. And thank you to HP and Samsung as well as Microsoft, obviously. So I just wanted to give you a bit of background on us. I'm actually a recovering lawyer from the UK. I went into the entertainment field and worked with clients such as Sir Roger Moore, John Rhys Davis. I actually put John Rhys Davis in Lord of the Rings. Don't ask me how, he's 6'2" and he played the dwarf. But then after that, I was also working with a lot of UK companies, and I sold the last one to Endemol. After that, I started working with the Queen's technology team. Yes, she does have one. And that was where I saw VR and AR. And I really fell in love with it because my father was the head of Atari in the West Midlands, so I grew up gaming. We basically work with some small companies and some big companies. We've made some very big deals this year, and we've also run some esports tournaments, and I think we have a short video. So what you're watching here is this was at Insomnia, 70,000 people, and we did this with vets, and we did a tournament, and then they had to climb the wall at the end. Now this is with Virtual Soccer Zone, which we're actually using today, and Virtual Soccer Zone has activated with La Liga and Roma and Genoa. And that's Casper Van Dien. And this was Battle X, which is a 6-person shooter from Korea. And that's just a bad picture of me. So today with Virtual Soccer Zone, we'll also be running an esports tournament with StackUp.org, which is a veterans charity, and hopefully everyone will participate in that today. We're going to be giving all of the proceeds to StackUp. And then lastly, I wanted to show you La Liga and what they've been doing with Virtual Soccer Zone. That is actually FC Madrid, FC Barcelona, and FC Seville, and FC Valencia. So they actually activated in the malls and at La Liga and at the stadium. Oh, and there's Tim, sorry. Over in the back, Tim Shiner. He actually had a heart attack 2 weeks ago and he's here, so round of applause for him. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And all right, thank you so much, and over to Alex.
I'm going to introduce Alex, thanks. Hi folks, good morning. My name is Jane Fang, and I wanted to welcome you to my home at the Microsoft Reactor. The Microsoft Reactor relaunched about a year and a half ago with a solid mixed reality mission. You can see that with the two programs that are housed here. First, the Mixed Reality Academy program, and second, the Mixed Reality Capture Studio. The Reactor program worldwide is a technical community hub that exists not just in San Francisco, but actually all around the world. The latest location just opened in Tel Aviv. So at Microsoft, I run our AI perception mixed reality developer ecosystem team. That's a mouthful, so what does that mean? We sit on the core product engineering team and are focused on advancing developer engagement through both the Microsoft channels and our partner channels, and driving developer engagement and ecosystem growth in general. Half of that team does that through the San Francisco Academy, offices right here. So that team is very much focused on developing an engagement vehicle that's strategic for this Bay Area location. And the other half of that team is focused on worldwide scale. And there are so many more folks from Microsoft here over the next 2 days who are excited to meet you. If you're with Microsoft, can you stand up real quick? All right, so these are the folks you want to meet. We have May and Dan from our VR team. We have Ishida, who runs our consumer strategy. On the local team side, we have the Academy team with Nick, I saw over here, Dan in the back. Joe Ryle has actually played a pivotal role, Joe, if you want to stand up real quick, in making this event possible for you guys. We also have our developer relations team who helped with registration up front, and the Mixed Reality Capture Studio team who will be showing you both their technology and also their stage later today at the reception. And then we have our very special next guest. He is a technical fellow who runs our mixed reality and AI team at Microsoft. His latest product innovations include HoloLens. I'm sure you guys have all heard about HoloLens too. And the Windows Mixed Reality software platform. He has been a 2-time honoree of Time's Top 25 Innovators. And at Microsoft, he has 150 patents to his name since joining the company in 2001. Please join me in welcoming Alex Kipman to the stage.